list, set, and change standard file permissions. As a system admin, knowing how to set and change the file permission is very important because it controls whether a user or group has the permission to read, write, or execute the file or folder. To see the permissions of a file, just type ls-l. For example, file 2, the first value has a dash, which represents it's a regular file. If it has an L, it's a link. If it has a D as the value, it's a directory. The first 3 values are the permission of the user. The second 3 values are the permission for the group that owns the file. And lastly, the last 3 values are for everyone else. With file 2, the user can read and write, the group can read and write, and everyone else can read only. To change the permission of a file, we're going to use the command chmod. You can use numbers. Read is 4, write is 2, 1 is execute. So if I wanted my user to have read and write, it's going to be 4 plus 2 is 6. And if I want my group to only read, it's just going to be 4. And for everyone else, no permission, 0. And then type the file name. Now when we list out the contents of the directory, we will see that the first 3 values has read and write. The second 3 values have only read, and the last 3 have nothing. Meaning the user that owns the file can read and write, the group that owns the file can only read, and everybody else cannot read or write the file. You can also use alphabet to change the permission of the file by typing chmod U for user, R for read, W for write, comma, group, G for group is equals to read and write, and everybody else use O equals read and write, and specify the file name. And list the contents of the directory. We should see that the user of this file can read and write, the group of the file can read and write, and everybody else can read and write. To change the ownership of a file, type CHOWN, change ownership, specify the user, and you can specify the group here, and then specify the file that you want to change the ownership to. With this command, you will need sudo privileges to execute this command. You list out the contents in the working directory. The ownership of file 2 should change to Emily. You can also manually change the group by typing chgrp, which is change group, specifying the group AC2-user, and then the file name file2. You will need to have sudo privileges. So type sudo, clear your screen, list the contents of the working directory, and you will see that the user Emily owns the file, and then the EC2-user group owns the file. This is the user values, and this is the group values. Thank you for watching.